Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra, I'm preacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today's very special lecture. Today I'm going to talk about the motivation and about the self-realization, self-induction. When I talk about self-induction, I would always open Srimad Bhagavad Gita and I'm trying to motivate myself from Srimad Bhagavad Gita because Madhusudan Mukunda Murari Kesava Janardana Govind Gopala Kesava Krishna clearly stated in Srimad Bhagavad Gita about the supreme motivational lecture Lord Krishna delivered before more than 5,000 years ago. But here Krishna said, when I open Srimad Bhagavad Gita, I actually remember the situation of Arjuna, the circumstances Arjuna was faced. So here, Arjuna was totally exhausted. Arjuna said, Madhav, I am not going to fight this war because I am not able to I am not able to see anything which will be beneficial or gainful in near future after battle of this Mahabharata because I am able to see only the total destruction. So here clearly said, Madhav, I am not going to fight this war. So what should I do? Here, the Srimad Bhagavad Gita started with a one slok, and in which actually Dhritarashtra asked to to Sanjaya, Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra Samaveta Yuvasavaha Mamaka Pandava cha eva Kim Kurvata Sanjaya. My son as well as Pandav's son both are associated in the battle of Mahabharata. In the Dharmakshetra Kurukshetra, in the battle of Kurukshetra, means just Sanjay tell me because you are having a Divya Drashti, you are having a transcendental eyes. So just tell me what these people are doing in the battle of Mahabharata. So here Arjuna actually asked Lord Krishna, Madhav, please draw this chariot and in the means at the middle part, in the midst part of between the both army, means between Kauravas and Pandavas. And after seeing all the people, all the Dhritarashtra, means not Dhritarashtra but Guru Dron, Mahamahi Bhishma, and also other warrior. Arjuna said, Madhav, why we are fighting this war? Means why we are fighting this war? Madhav, I am not able to understand. What will I gain? मैं जीता तो भी हारा और हारा तो भी हारा, तो हम युद्ध क्यों कर रहे हैं माधव? हम मतलब क्यों लड़ रहे हैं? Madhav, is there any other option to escape from this battlefield? I am not able to understand what should be done and what ought to be means or what ought to do and what ought not to do, and whether I have to fight this war means whether I have to conquer them or I will have to defeat it by them. I am not able to understand. So here Arjuna said, Kulaksare Panasati Kula Dharma Sanatanaha Dharma Nashta Kula Krustam Adharmo Bhi Bhavayataha. Here Arjuna clearly stated. Verse number 39. Here, this is the situation of Arjuna. Asrupuna Kulekshanam, Mukha Parishusyatam. Asrupuna Kulekshanam, he actually started to cry. Asrupuna Kulekshanam, Mukha Parishusyatam, his mouth was dried up. Kulaksaya Panasati Kula Dharma Sanatanaha. Kulaksaya Panasati Kula Dharma Sanatanaha. Dharma Nashtaha Kulaha Krutam Adharma Vi Bhavataha. Here, Arjuna said, with the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is also vanished, and the rest of the family become involved in e-religion. Rest of the family become involved in e-religion. So, what should be done? And when the e-religion is promoted, means prominent in the family of Krishna, women of the family become a polluted. Women of the family become a polluted. And from the degradation of the womanhood or descendant of Vishnu comes unwanted progeny. And further Arjuna said, an increase of unwanted population certainly causes a hellish life, both the family and also those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestor of such a corrupt family fall down because performance for offering them food and water are entirely stopped. So here said Madhav, he actually gave all the logical things to Lord Krishna. He actually argued logically with Lord Krishna. तब यहाँ पे कृष्णा कहते हैं तुम मतलब विद्वानों जैसी बातें करते हो, विद्वानों जैसा तुम तर्क देते हो, वास्तव में तुम मूर्खतापूर्वक बातें करते हो। क्या नष्ट हो जाएगा पार्थ, क्या नष्ट हो जाएगा? संपूर्ण विध्वंसी नव निर्माण का कारण है, सत्य नहीं जानते। आज तुमने कोई कुछ नाश किया है तो फिर से उससे मतलब उसका पुनः जन्म होगा, तुम नहीं जानते। यहाँ पे कृष्ण कहते हैं यदि माम प्रतिकारस्त अस्त्रम अप्रतिकारम, यदि यदि मम अप्रतिकारम अशस्त्रम शस्त्र प्राणय धृतराष्ट्र रणे हन्त्य तमे श्रेमतर भवतः, तमे श्रेमतर भवतः। So what would be better for me? Arjuna said, battle for me if the son of Dhritarashtra, weapon in his hand, in their hand, and were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. So Madhav, I am not able to understand. So what would be better? I think the better thing is the weapon means the son of Dhritarashtra will come to destroy me, come to kill me, and I will be unarmed and also unresistant. So he has said apratikaraha asastraha. Then I'm ready to live my life. Here Arjuna said. And after this particular thing, Sanjay said, seeing Arjuna full of compassion in his mind and depressed, his eyes full of tears, Madhusudan Krishna spoke the following word. Only single slok of Srimad Bhagavad Gita actually motivate to you. Here stated, Krishna stated, whenever we are in a deep depression and when we are not able to find any way, we just have to listen. We just have to listen our eternal voice. Because our eternal voice is directly connected with Madhusudan, Mukunda, Murari, Kesava, Janardana, Govind, Gopala, Madhava, Krishna. So try to understand, try to listen your eternal voice. And the voice which come out eternally from your body, from your soul, it will definitely tell you about all such a things. Here said, Bhagavan Uvachaha, Krutastva Kasal Midha Visame Sam Upastitama Anarya Jastama Avargyam Akriti Karam Arjuna. The Supreme Personality of God had said, my dear Arjun, how has this all impurity come upon you? How has this all impurity come upon to you? They are not all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They are not befitting, at all befitting a man who knows the value of life. They lead not to higher planet but to infamy. This kind of your thoughts, this kind of feeling which will not lead you toward the higher planet but lead you toward the infamy. This is what Madhusudan stated. Krishna further said, Klebhyam masmagam partha ne tatvai upapadyate sudram hridaya dobalya takta uttishta parantapa. He parantap Parth, he Arjun, Klebhyam masmagam partha ne tatvai upapadyate sudram hridaya dobalya takta uttishta parantapa. He parantap Parth, stand up and fight this battlefield. This is your fundamental right. This is your duty. You have to perform your fundamental duty to fight this battlefield. Oh son of Prutha, don't eat this kind of degrading importance. This kind of degrading importance is not becoming to you. It doesn't suit to you. And give up such a petty weakness of your heart and arise, O gesture of enemy. Just give up such a petty weakness of your heart and arise, a gesture of enemy. This is what Madhusudan said. Arjuna Uvacha Katham Bhisma Sankhya Drone Cha Madhusudana Isubhi Pratyo Yataswaha Puja Ari Sudana Puja के लायक है सभी लोग. So how can I fight this particular means how can I pull my weapon up in front of these all people? So whenever we are in this situation, when our elder people are there, but if these people are on a wrong path and with adharma, at that time we don't have to think about their age, whether they are worshipable or not. We just have to raise our voice, we just have to raise our weapons against these all people, because these people are associated with adharma. We don't have to think about our family member, or we in order to fight for dharma. when it comes to dharma, we have to fight with each and every person. We don't have to think about anything. This is what Madhusudan stated, this is what Mukunda stated, this is what Madhav stated, this is what Murari stated. So whatever circumstances, situation come across to you, you don't have to think about anything. Just have to leave everything upon Lord Krishna. You just have to perform your prescribed duty. From Srimad Bhagavad Gita, we can learn how to perform a prescribed duty without being deviated from our path, without keeping any expectation, without yielding any kind of desire. So this kind of desireless work, this kind of expectationless work, this will surely lead toward the heavenly side. This will surely lead toward the supreme abode of Lord Krishna. So in order to get the supreme abode of Lord Krishna, we all have to perform a prescribed duty, because we all are entitled to perform our prescribed duty only, rather than to not performing a prescribed duty, not rather than to not associate with the particular things, particular action. So we are only entitled to perform only and only our action, rather than to give any expectation with our karma. So I hope you all can understand. If you have any question, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Sri Radhe.